Hey everybody, it's Kevin. Welcome to Kev's Vibe of the Day, and today is Thursday, the 15th of July, 2021. I'm happy to be here. I hope you're happy to be here, and let's get right to the cards. So this morning I'm going to have a stab at pulling energy from these incredible angels and ancestors, oracle guides. I don't know why I keep getting drawn to them. I do keep getting drawn to them, so must be spirit on the other side speaking to them. So I'm going to. You can get these on Amazon if you fancy taking a look at it. They're split up into three different sections. There's the four seasons, then there are the guardians of the earth, and then there are the wise ones, ancestors, if you will. And then it's followed by some elemental cards, which I kind of like. So with this deck, you're almost getting three decks within one. What I have done is removed the elementals. So, for example, taking away the moon and the broken arrow and the mountains card, plus the four seasons, and then just kept these wonderful ancestors, wise ones, and angels in it to bring us a focus for today. Can't say that. Well, I say it works in any way. There's always a good focus. There's always a focus away from the regular. And I think what I try to do with these vibe of the day is to give a framework, a picture, a different view of the world, which is taking almost like a step back from where we find ourselves. It's all easy to get in that long line of complaint and complacency and woe is me, especially when the pot of life itself, the physical life's being stirred up, as it has in the last probably more than 2 years now. I mean, I think most of this stuff was brewing prior to whatever you want to call it. Now we're working our way through the rising of decency, common decency, by being shown the opposite. I think that makes sense. Anyway, I'll get right to the cards and we will share what we need to know. So first of all, the prayer for these cards is a little different. I like different prayers. I think that you can get stuck in the habit of praying the same way all the time, and the words aren't landing. They're not going anywhere. They're just blah, 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 just talking nonsense. So, guardians of the four corners of Mother Earth, Father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here right now. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from these tools will be dedicated to the growth, the focus, and the higher message for all beings, and so it is. So these cards are, I should show you, these cards are a little heavier, and I like them. I like how they feel in my hands, so it's just a little more difficult to shuffle. You could say not very good shuffler. Well, that doesn't really much matter. As long as you mix them up, that's all good. So let's just go ahead and I like to just turn them here in a circle like this because I don't have much space. And let's see. Oh, this one feels like it wants to. Do you want to come and say hello? Are you just one? Let's see. Oh, no, there's two. Let's try that one. I knew there was two there, but that one wants to be the most dominant. Trader. Oh, I like this. I like this. I like this. This card is a focus of give and take. Exchanging energy to create great abundance. So I like this. I like this a whole lot. This is very clear. The trader talks about what you get out of life is what you put into life. And if you are finding yourself overly complaining or finding yourself dipping down into a place that isn't to your highest good, then it's not to the highest good of the world. It's not to the highest good of your neighbors. We are all going to face disappointments. We are all going to face situations that are not lining up with what we want to have happen. Expectations are not being realized. People are being told that there is no, 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 or there's lack, 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 or we can't, we can't, we can't. That is not the reality. It is not the reality. What's happening is that we're being shown that the world is different and it's transitioning. Anytime that you're moving from one space to another space, whether that's um, a physical move to a different location, a job move, anytime there is a transformation, whether it's planetary, personal, there's going to be a shift. You cannot set a foundation for a new building without unearthing the ground. I mean, a digger has to come along and put the foundation and the footings in. So if we spend our time just gathering and gathering and gathering and gathering without giving and giving and giving, like trading, then there's no real growth. It just becomes very heavy and very burdensome. So when this card shows up, the trader, in exchange of energy, it's done in order for you to see and create your own abundance. This card is asking us all to make the connections, the exchange, the right kind of energy and the right kind of support. So if you find yourself bogged down with the heavy, burdensome woes of other people, and you find yourself being in the energy of folks who perhaps are dragging you down, there's two things that are asking for your focus. Number one, you have the ability within you, the master within you, the great one within you, to rise up, to listen generously, and to give your listening to the person who's doing the complaining, if you will, who's in trouble. And in the listening, you don't have to take it on, but in the listening, you can simply say to said friend, I am hearing what you're saying, and I'm wanting to offer you help. I'm wanting to give you something to lean into, something to grab hold of, and something to pull you forward. If you had to land it, what would that something be? Typically, hand on heart, it's been my experience that the other person has been grateful that you've listened, grateful that you've seen, grateful that you've heard, and sometimes they themselves have realized things are not as bad as they seem to be. They just needed a person to listen to them and not to just brush it off or act like they didn't care. The trader brings a lesson of energy exchange when he or she, because I don't necessarily think the trader's so much a man, could be a woman, but it also represents an opportunity to exchange the talents, expand yourselves, and be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe. Like, you've got blessings, creativity, you can do things for people. You're able, like I can do hair, I can do readings, I can do consultations for people. I can exchange that with them. It's lovely when you've got someone who says, listen, I'll help you, we'll help each other. It's a bit different from tit to tat. You have these folks that say, well, I'll do this for you if you do this for me. Bartering is always a good thing if the perception of the value in the labor is equal. It gets not so good when folks who see their worth as being higher than somebody else's worth says, well, I gave you this, so you should give me that, and they feel like there's an inequity. That goes beyond bartering and becomes into selfishness, not selflessness. If you're a creative person, consider yourself creative. When you share your talents, you're giving them, and when you do it, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. Example of that, your blessings that you're trading come from a higher space. Your ability to listen, to counsel, whether that is to cook, to garden, to make things, to share your love, to share your time, to share your glory, to share your treasures. You are gifted enough to be able to do it, and the universe continues to give. So it's also, this trader card is about the law of reciprocity, receiving and giving, receiving and giving. It is a flow of energy. I think the trader also talks about cause and effect. If you feel like you're lacking in the feelings of abundance right now, you're being invited to share your time, share your gifts, and your understanding with other people. If you're frustrated, pissed off, upset that something isn't coming the way you want it to in your life, instead of asking yourself what you get or what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. You know, when you feel like the blockage is, I am not getting what I need, I want it, come on, this has got to stop, then you're not working the right energy. It's a bit about, for me, when there's a struggle and there's difficulty and I feel like I'm pushing a bulldozer up a hill, listen, that's not going to work. I'm going to get tired and exhausted, and that bulldozer's not going to get up that hill just by me pushing it. I've got to find some flat land, or I've got to completely abandon this particular project and move to a project that's all downstream. Take my oars out of the boat and let the water just guide me forward. This card can also be about supporting yourself. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. In order to feel supported ourselves, we've got to get in touch with when we've been supportive to other people. So notice if you've been holding back, not been trading. This is your opportunity to change your mindset about it. Open yourself up to greater opportunities. Open yourself up to sharing yourself more and being more for other people. Like, get in touch with those people. You know, the prayer talks about, let's see, what does this prayer at the bottom say? Dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. So when you trade energy, when you exchange yourself, you exchange what you're doing with other people, you're doing exactly that. You're being present to what you've got to offer the world, and in so doing, you do it freely, givingly, lovingly, kindly. It will come back to you. If you sit in the stool of lack, if you sit in the school of, well, when's it going to be my turn? When do I get what I need? If you're in there, that doesn't go anywhere. It's like a cul-de-sac. You know, it's a bit like that road that says no outlet. There's no outlet for it. There's plenty of outlet for the creativity. All right, let's read from Melody Beatty's book. Here we are on the 15th of July. Delight in yourself. Stop picking on yourself. Worrying about if you're good enough. Wondering what people will see if you let them see your heart. This is what they'll see. That you are lovable and delightful. A beautiful child of God. Be yourself and accept yourself, warts and waistline and all. You don't have to sit up straight. Be that proper or fear what others may see. Let your imperfections show. Let them see what you are, who you are. Love yourself anyway. Relax. When you do that, your life will be fun and joyful, and you're a gift to others. People who comfortably accept who they are, both their flaws and their good points, are healing. They're delightful and they're fun to be around. Look at any work of nature, a canyon, a flower, a bird, a mountain, or a forest trail. Where does the perfection begin and the imperfection end? It's a combination that makes a perfect scene. So it is with you. Relax, lighten up, let go of shame and fear. The whole picture is perfect and perfectly okay. So that clomping, if you heard it, was Emma Grace. You know, sometimes she wants to come up here and hang out and lay down, and sometimes she won't settle. So I can be in the middle of meditation and she's, you know, shaking her head, scratching, rolling around, or pacing because she wants to go outside or something. So it's always a bit of a risk with her, whether or not I let her into the room with us doing this. But angels and guardians in heaven, especially Archangel Ariel and the Ascended Master Saint Germain. I'm going to ask them to come in while we meditate. So bring your palms up to the heavens, close your eyes down, and place your feet flat to the floor so you can feel them in the Mother Earth. And start to generate two things. Number one, the physical inflow and exhale of your breath. A breath that's audible, a breath that you can feel coming in and coming out. Bring your mind to the soles of your feet and press them into the earth. And know that each time you press your feet to the earth, the roots of your feet are being tied to the crystalline layer, and you are rooted, loved, cherished by the divine love of Mother Earth. With every exhale, give and release all the negative, dark, frustrating, angry, negative thoughts and feelings that you have pent up, stored and stuck. Release them down through the soles of your feet and let Mother Earth transmute them and transform them into bright light energy. The simple act of letting go of what gets stuck allows the opening in the vessel of love to arrive. Place your smile on your face. Get a sense of gratitude within your heart. And then simply say, thank you, Archangel Michael, for cutting the ties that bind me to people and places, situations and stories, drama, and anything else I no longer need and no longer serve my purpose. I am safe and I am free, and so it is. And then just imagine yourself in a breeze of blue light. The blue healing light of the Archangel Michael is blowing away anything that's attached to you, any negative thoughts about yourself. Think of it being cleaned off, lifted out, pulled away. And the roots that have attached themselves to you, the roots that people, places, situations, all of those things that you have found yourself stuck with, now allow that cool healing breeze from Archangel Michael to settle down. And bring your mind to beautiful light of love, of transportation. Surround yourself with the loving light of magenta, which is the loving light of the Archangel Metatron. And thank you, Archangel Metatron, and your angels of sacred geometry, for clearing the energetic space that surrounds me. Thank you for removing the lower vibrational energy, the stagnancies, and anything blocking my pathway to love. I welcome your wisdom and energy as you transmute and translate and transform the energy that surrounds me, and so it is. Bring your mind and your consciousness to your physical body. Be aware of where your physical body, what parts of your physical body are connected. Your feet on the floor, your spine long and tall, your energy lifting with a smile on your face and the blessings that you actually have. And continue following your breath in and out. And gathered around you right now in a circle is your guardian angel, your wise ones, the bright white Christed beings, ascended masters. And thank them for being around you, for guiding you, for opening your eyes, for opening your senses, and to revealing to you what you need to know. And make your declaration that I am ready and willing to listen and to receive, and so it is. Deepen your breath. With every inhale, you are drawing force, source energy. You are lifting up your vibration through your thoughts and feelings of gratitude and blessings, through your unconditional willingness to help others without question. Give of yourself as those have given to you. Be light, be bright, be loving in your approach. The energy of Source is guiding you forward with light, with blessings. Source energy and the energy of the universe is keeping you safe from the potholes of poverty, of pity, of drama, of nonsense. Allow yourself to breathe in and out. Let your mind focus on the area between your eyebrows. I invite you at this point to push pause on the video. Continue your meditation with your eyes closed down, your palms facing upward. When you feel complete, bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Honor yourself. Acknowledge yourself for the talents that you have. Allow your true, authentic person to come forward. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and together we bow and say Namaste. You know, not every focus for the day lands. And sometimes it might not make any sense. And my gift to you every day is to find one thing, one thread, one piece that you can carry with you, and to be consistent with all that you do. You'll know when the inconsistencies are popping up, when those feelings of not so good feelings pop up, and be okay with them. Be in those feelings. Understand that they are also something for you to pay attention to. Oftentimes we spend so long shoving things in, shoving things down, taking on these burdens. It's a bit like they've got so packed down that the minute one thing pops, it's a bit like everything starts to go. If you feel like that, if you feel like things are building up, then they must be building up if you're feeling it. You know, we are more intelligent, more powerful, more together and more gifted than what we really want to believe. This is how we have these extra thoughts and feelings. It's difficult to trade our emotions and our energies with other people if we feel like we have nothing to give. But we have to give ourselves what we need in order to be able to share that with other people. All right, listen, have a great Thursday, and we'll be talking soon. Thanks so much. Bye.